You touched on earlier, you mentioned about obviously how you don't go out that much. And the truth is, as I said, I've been around for about 16 years now, and you actually don't. I think I've seen you out in the last 16 years out about 3 times. Now, I heard you recently open up about alcoholism. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I feel like, and I want to touch on that a little bit, I feel like to call yourself, sometimes you can drink too much, but you've openly come out and said, I was an alcoholic.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a big statement. Do you actually believe you were an alcoholic?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you feel like you were drinking too much?
Yeah, alcoholism is not about the drink. Addiction is not about the drug or the thing that you choose to be addicted to. It's about you. It's about what's happening in you and what was happening in you from the beginning. You know, when I grew up, when I was in So Solid, all of that stuff, a teenager, I always felt that everyone else got the manual but me, right? So I'd be out in spaces and I'm like, how comes everyone can talk to each other and have conversations happily and laugh and joke and whatever, and I can't? Like, why do I always felt like, I'm different to everyone else here. And that's what made me start to self-medicate, because when I started drinking, I became the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to any girl, talk to anyone, you know what I'm saying? Like the worst parts of me and the best parts of me, I was able to show people. And that's the issue. That's why I'm saying, like, that's alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? It's about a mindset. It's about feeling like you're different to everyone else. And what you choose anything to change the way you feel. Do you know what I mean? I didn't like the way I felt about me. That was the issue. So that's why I say I know I was alcoholic, because I was never drinking for fun. I was drinking to be someone else. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, the 3 times I've seen you out in these last 15 years, you wasn't even waved. Well, you didn't come across waved.
Nah, but yeah.
Every time I've seen you, you've still been my hero. I ain't seen you like fall over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've always kept it cool. All right, cool. So then, how often at your worst of that period of your life, how often would you say you were drinking?
I was drinking from morning to night.
Okay, yeah, you were alcoholic.
yeah. That's it. Yeah. But I'm waking up at 7. If I wake up, I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I recall when you came to the gala, actually, that we held in Kensington Palace. Obviously, it's a big deal for me to organise and put together. So I always want the people that I've invited to have the best time. And obviously, I got all this Armand de Brignac. And I'm like, man, yeah, I've been waiting for this all my life. I'm about to give Asher D the big thing. The big thing's 3 litres, by the way.
Yeah.
3 litres. Yeah, anyway, rose. But anyway, so I'm really like, yo, it's my big moment, man. He's going to remember me. No, I don't drink anymore. I'm like, bro, how are you going to make this about you, Ashley? Nah, so, all right. Yeah. So every day, that's crazy. So you've been, what, is it about 5 years sober now?
Well, it'll be 5 years in November. 5 years completely sober, man.
And what was your drink of choice at the time?
Bro, I'd drink anything.
Okay.
Whatever it was, bruv. Mouthwash has got alcohol in it. I'd drink that if I needed to. It doesn't matter.
So when you were working at the time, were you drunk as well?
There's a lot of times you guys would have seen me on
Top Boy waved.
Top Boy, I would have been waved. You know what I mean? Or I would have come in very, very hungover. You know what I mean? From the night before. You know, it was tough. But that was one thing. I was a functioning alcoholic.
Do you think your colleagues could tell that you had an alcohol problem?
Some of them.
Do you think Kano could tell you had an alcohol problem?
Yeah, I think so. We discussed it. Like, when the time came that I had to get the help that I needed. It was whilst we were filming, actually.
Yeah.
And I just had to say to producers and to everyone, like, I need to go away. You know what I mean? I didn't say what for. I just said, I need to go away, man. And I went away for about 4 or 5 weeks and just cleansed myself, bro. You know
How difficult was it to do that? Because
if
you're
tough.
an alcoholic, it's very difficult to break these habits.
Bruv, it was tough. I needed help. Like, no, don't get me wrong. You know, I had people helping me. I paid big money for some really special people to come into my life and teach me how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those were people that had done it themselves. Do you know what I mean? So filming stopped for like 3-4 weeks. And then when I come back, I remember the day I came back, I was in a cab. I was going for a costume fitting or something like that. And Kane was just coming to the costume fitting as I was leaving. So he was getting out his cab as I was getting in mine. You know, we dapped and hugged and whatever. And he was like, where you been? I was like, you know, I just had to go. And he just said it. He was like, the drinking thing, innit? And I was like, you little fucker. He's an intelligent guy, you know, Kane, innit?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I knew still.
Reason it with Lizzie, yeah, I talk to my money. I be running to the bands, they just walk to the money. You can't talk to me funny, never. She gave me brains in the roller, that's what I call thoughts in the Culli. Okay.